I know, this is stupid. It's raining. Greetings from the Erie Coast. This is Matt Shad. This is another episode of The Creek Still Flows. It's a rainy day here, Northeast Ohio. It's been raining for a while. And yes, the creek still flows. Wow. So I have to apologize, everyone, for yesterday, last night. I was not feeling up to trial by axe. I really wasn't. Woke up with a headache. Lasted all day. Ruined my fucking day. I had to sit in my dark apartment. I couldn't there was no way I could read chat. There's no way I could do shit like that. When these headaches hit, man, they fucking hit. And I'm not getting online. Sometimes it's hard to even watch movies. Yeah, so and there was no sleeping. Just gotta sit there, grin and bear it. But today, I feel pretty good. Creek still flows. It is raging. Oh, we got some rocks that fell. Yeah. It's on my way to pay homage to Charity. See how she's doing. See how her crypt is holding up. A few good rains. Few good snows. I think my burial worked. Yeah, I do apologize for not doing trial by axe. I feel bad about it. I really do. And I don't know what happened. Maybe just staying up all late lackluster Fridays. Staying up all damn night till 3 o'clock in the morning. Drinking 2 beers. I know, right? Left on the lightweight. What was I thinking? I like being a lightweight. It kind of felt like a hangover. And I nursed it as a hangover. I drank water first. I did shit like that. Ate some protein. You know, did my lemon shots. Lemon juice shots. Things like that. Thought maybe it was citrus. You know, maybe it was sinus stuff, but nope, it just lasted all fucking damn day. It sucked. So I've had multiple bangs to the head, some of which probably shouldn't have survived. Maybe it cracked my skull. I feel a crack on my forehead. Took a nose dive 20 feet from a tree into poison ivy. Thank you, poison ivy, for breaking my fall. and my face. It's good. I guess it's good to do these things when you're young, right? Then of course the latest one, when I fucking headbutted a industrial grade fucking meat grinder. Almost took out an eyeball. That would have sucked. I guess that you know, you got to be careful, man. There is, you know, when you think about TBIs and shit like that, you got to have the right amount of nutrients and antioxidants and shit like that to be able to have your mind running right. Oh, look at this. Yeah, I'm using my hand as an umbrella. Creek still flows. Man, does it flow. We'll come back to this. And sometimes you just, you know, sometimes we're not good to ourselves. And that's a good point to make. You know, we push ourselves. We eat bad food. You know, we don't get enough sleep. Don't drink enough water. We eat the wrong foods, right? Yeah. Smoke too many cigarettes. Some of you do too many drugs. Not that I'm saying that marijuana is a drug. I had to give it up for my job. It has been a struggle to work through the issues that marijuana helped me with. But it's proven that, you know, I'm stronger than I thought. You know? I'm like, wow, I really can. Yeah, there's some psychosis that pops up. There's some things, you know, but you work your way through it. You realize what it is. You identify it. You acknowledge it. And then you correct it as best as you can. Hope for the best, really. That's with all things in life, I guess. Wow, that's gonna flood. It's gonna flood the banks here. Look at that. Normally that's all dry. That little trail there, that's all water. Wow. Looks the same to me. How you doing, Charity? Tell them. Love you. Yeah, I think my my system works. My methodology works with Charity. Hopefully it stays there for 1,000 years. Yeah. What the hell is eating this? Huh. You got beavers? Oh shit. Ah, I got water on my screen. I think it's a testament to the human spirit, man. It really is. How resilient we are. How amazing we are. Look at this. I see structure. You see that? Man-made structure. Sticks in the ground. Somebody's building a blind again. That's Carl. Carl runs these woods. Talking about Carl from Walking Dead. He's here. We've seen him. We've seen his handiwork. Young kid just doing his own version of bushcrafting. Gotta love it. Yeah, fluff. See you, Charity. Love you. We are resilient. We do heal. Our body fucking heals. It does. I mean, in the early days after my latest fucking TBI, bonk to the head, man, it's crazy wild psychosis and pain. Trying to remember things, trying to retain things, and trying to work through problems. Forcing myself to work through problems. To do things that, you know, I tell myself I normally wouldn't do because I don't know how to do it. But there's something about TBIs. Something about people that smack themselves in the head. Kind of impulsive. We're kind of impulsive. We're kind of thrill seekers. You know, it's kind of like there's no fear. It's like, yeah, let's go. My biggest fear, really, is fucking something up. But I think that's... I think that goes deeper. You know? Goes to, you know, childhood insecurities. I think that, especially in my case, the TBIs, they brought me back to a more primitive time in my head when I was a kid, and when I didn't know what to do, so I did it anyway. Like, I'm gonna fucking do this shit. Fuck it. Looking back, you know, all the fucking stupid shit I've done. I might not be the best at anything, of everything. The best at anything. But, you know, I can pretty much do damn near anything. It's actually amazing. It's amazing how the mind processes shit. Processes the stimuli that it's given. And comes up with a solution. Yeah, folks, the creek still flows. Wow. Big time. The edge of that bank is a 4-foot drop. About 3-foot drop. 3 to 4 foot drop. Usually you can see rocks. Sometimes you can see these rocks. Now it is a raging fucking river. Amazing. This little creek combining with this big creek. Flowing on down. I don't know, I hope you guys can hear me. Kind of safeguarding this phone with my hand. The mind is always free. The only restrictions that it has is what we put upon it. We all can learn. We all can relearn things that we forgot, things that we thought we forgot. You know, the mind retains every experience it's ever had. Every one. You've heard about these folks. These folks that can recall knowledge. You know, can do complicated math in seconds. Learn everything. You know, the Navy SEALs, they teach that shit. They don't teach you everything, but they teach you the way to learn everything. Learn anything you need to know. I remember some of these videos, you know, because yeah, you know, I'm a Marine. You know, even the Marines kind of looked up to the Navy SEALs. Ooh, right? And a lot of the training is the same. All right? But I remember talking to this, or watching this one guy, you know, talking about the SEALs. And he got sent to. They do a lot of plainclothes shit, you know, recons into other countries, you know, just gathering intel for, you know, whatever op or whatever it is. They do a lot of that stuff, you know, trained observers, right? How to be incognito, how to know the land, and how to learn. So the guy was like, yeah, you know, I remember going to one place and had to learn Uzbekistan in a week to be totally fluid in Uzbekistan. I'm like, you got a week. Like, what? How do you do it? How do you do that? Mind is an amazing weapon. Yeah, amazing thing. Hey, squirrel. How you doing, buddy? Look at him. I'll leave you alone, brother. Enjoy that nut. Just a squirrel trying to get a nut. What comes after see these nuts? Got him. You know, and we also impose a lot of things on ourselves, a lot of limitations, right? I'm a girl. I can't learn how to do that. I'm a guy. I would never try to learn how to do that, right? But we do it. It's like, wow, I can do this shit. Hell yeah. Knowledge is power, right? 1984. Knowledge is power. Ignorance is bliss. They want ignorance. They want us to be ignorant. They want us to shut off our third eye. They want to blind us from our understanding, our way of understanding. Mind is like the creek. It's always flowing. It's always moving. Sometimes it's just a trickle. Sometimes it's a torrential movement. Violent and ecstatic. So many things about the mind we think we know. The ancient arts of meditation. Mind control. Mind control is really about controlling your own mind. Once you do that, to know thyself is to know others. Right? Once you figure it out yourself, then you can figure out others and manipulate others if you wish. But funny thing, once you learn about yourself, you tend to not be so malicious. Knowledge is power, right? I think it's very benevolent too. It's kind of like the Force. You Star Wars fans out there, right? The Force. Use the Force. Use the dark side. Use the light side. Well, there's just one force. You had the intention. That makes it malevolent or benevolent. Wow. Usually this is, you can see the rocks, right? It's usually foot deep, or no, like a couple inches deep here. And now, you get swept away. Creek still flows. Wow. Just like the creek, the mind gets bombarded by information. The deafening roar drowns out all thought. It's more thought that it's more thought. A lot of thought. Is vital and necessary, I guess. Overwhelming, sure. To quiet one's mind, that's the idea of the meditation. Helps with your focus, it helps with your life. But sometimes you've got to be that raging rampage. That rampage. The angry creek. Sometimes you have to be. There's always a time. What is that? There's always a quiet time. There's always a time when the creek slows down. Not a lot of input, not a lot of thought, not a lot of volume. That's what I have to do, I guess, with my headaches, what I did yesterday. In life, we overwhelm ourselves with sensory overload and worrying about this and worrying about that, and I gotta pay this bill, and I gotta live, I gotta do these things that is required of me. I'm obligated to do. But you got to take some time to turn off, chill. Try it. It's hard. It is really hard. It's hard to turn off that voice inside your head telling you have to You have to do this, you got to do that. You got to keep this schedule. You got to prep, to maintain. You got to do all these crazy things. On top of that, throw in the holidays, Christmas. Oh man, you got to run around, and that's when your sensory is bombarded. Sensory overload. You got everybody trying to sell you something. All the advertisements, all the suggestions. Yes, suggestions, lies, suggestions. It's great to be able to take advantage of that and to navigate that and to, succeed from that. As humans, our mind, it has to shut down. It has to stop. That's why we sleep. So we can replenish everything. And when you sleep, your mind doesn't stop. It keeps going. That's why we dream. We're working through issues and problems and things. It's a small portion of the creek. There's some floating over here. Keeping you close to the body. I've got my hood and my hat. Kind of guarding against the rain, which has kind of stopped a little bit. It kind of sprinkles. Holiday burnout. So much preparation for a celebration, for a time with family and friends, a time-honored tradition and celebration. And regardless of your religious affiliations and beliefs, everybody has done this, going all the way back to the beginning. Every culture, every people, even animals. Bears hibernate. Well, they take the whole winter off. Some of us do the same, right? We get so fat that we just lay down and sleep for 6 months. I wonder what bears dream. Probably about rabbits. But the mind's amazing. It can rebuild itself. It can rebuild. It can redirect. It can redirect pain. It can redirect resources. It affects the whole body, the mind. It's the control mechanism. It's how we exist in this sentient being condition, this human condition. It's how we connect with the source. That and the heart. The mind controls our body, and in turn controls our environment. Always coming up with new and fascinating ideas, new inventions, new practices. Things that used to be the way. We're constantly learning and adapting, evolving. Constantly. Either through copycat, like we see somebody do it and go, hey, I can do that. or by literally thinking it. Thinking how to do this thing. This new, hey, I can do that. What do I need to do? I need to do this, 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 and this. We start going through the steps I was talking about before. Doing something that I didn't know what to do. Saying, fuck it, I'm just going to go all in. You might do some research. You might just kind of say, you know what? I got this. I'm going to build a table. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. I'm going to rip my engine out of my car. I'm going to paint the house. Inside and out. Paint my rifle. That's, I never done that before. Canning. Never canned. Now canning, yeah, of course I was very anal about following the instructions and studying, and I made notes, had them all off to the side. Like, okay, yeah, 90, yeah, 90, 120, oh yeah, you know. Oh, make sure this is clean. Vinegar, white vinegar, right. Jiggler's got to be going for this long, and I mean, I've never canned before. I thank you, Team Linda. Man, thank you so much. We learn from each other. And then we also sit down and conceptualize how to do it. And go, yeah, I can do that. And expert comes along and goes, yeah, you probably should have done this, this, and this, and this. You made some mistakes along the way, but I'm impressed. You did a pretty good job, right? Or you failed miserably. That's the thing too, the mind. I hate to fail. I really do. I hate to fail. Most people do. I mean, sports is all about that. That alpha personality. To succeed, to win, to do the right thing every fucking time. Well, you're going to fail. Especially in practice. That's why you practice. But we hate to fail. We hate it. When we fail, we feel so bad. I beat myself up a lot. Like, fuck, that was stupid of me. And then the mind gets used to that. It goes, oh, you don't like to fail, huh? Stop trying to do new things. Quit trying to be fucking impulsive there, you idiot. And then we feel bad, and the mind says, oh, you like to feel bad. You like to fail. You like to try new things. You like to fail, and you like to feel bad about it afterwards. Okay. Great. So the mind builds connections that are shorter and stronger for your depression, for your sense of failure, whatever it is. It's funny how the mind works. People actually get addicted to being depressed. It's weird. It's true. If you become depressed for so long and continuous, and you don't do anything about it, you don't try to correct it, your mind says, hey, you like to be depressed, so let's keep that going. Let's make it easier for you to be depressed. Let's make it easier for you to be outraged at a failure in yourself or others. That's why we need to always continuously work on ourselves. Wow, that is really caving in there. I kind of like my oh well attitude. It's useful. especially if I fail. Especially if I don't know what's going to happen. Like, I'm going to try this and see what happens. You know, kind of push buttons and hope for the best. Push buttons and see what happens. That's how you learn. Find, just like this creek, carves out a path through rock and dirt and trees. Made up of tiny little particles called H2O, which are made up of, obviously, 3 particles. Oxygen and 2 hydrogen. Or oxygen, yeah, oxygen and 2 hydrogen. Or 2 hydrogen and 1 oxygen? I don't know. Whatever. Same as thoughts, those little particles. An uncountless amount of thoughts raging through a creek, cutting its way through the land. Oh, that's some more tree frost. What the hell? Ah, amazing. Tree frost. I don't know. From the water? I think the rain has stopped here. Yep. Still kind of sprinkling. So I think it's very, very important to take time off, to do nothing, to let your mind relax, and then get back at it. Get back into it. Let's go, right? Push, 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 push. Yeah, creek still flows, just like the mind, just like the heart, just like the blood, and the veins. See you, Charity. It's like the trees, the sun, the moon, and the stars. Yeah. Gotta keep going. Oh, here's an update. It appears that somebody has dismantled something. Check it out. So we can get up in there. Well, I have to say my jacket is waterproof. My boots are waterproof. They're warm. Wow. So that fallen log there used to be covered with sticks. Just everybody took a stick and just laid it on there. I don't know if the park rangers did that, started that, and I just started throwing sticks in the general direction. But now it appears that somebody has came by and just grabbed all the sticks and kind of piled them up off the tree. Yeah, interesting. You know, somebody thought it was a good idea to stack the sticks that way, and everybody get in on it. I participated. Then somebody comes along and says, "Nah, it's not a good idea. Let's go ahead and take all these sticks down." All right, whatever. Cause and effect, right? Cause and effect. So, anyway. This has been Mad Shad. Going home now. I might do a Sunday reflections. I should, right? I should. So who knows? Until then, the creek still flows.